Hi, this is your fitness tip of the day. Number 81. Can you believe it? I am making progress. Getting to 100 fast. My name is Evie, and I'm going to share a great fitness tip with you today. Something that I hope you try out yourself and see what you think about it. All right, Jimmy Horgan's on here. I saw that. Nice seeing you, Jimmy. This is a chia seed pudding recipe. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of times people ask me, hey, where do you find your recipes? And when I used to do recipes on my blog site I had a few years ago on health and fitness, right? I used to write blogs and do videos on YouTube and ebooks and stuff like that. And I'm getting back into that with these lives. But nowadays, I used to find them on Pinterest. Now I find all my healthy recipes right on Facebook because I'm always on Facebook. Right, Harold? Nice to see you, Harold. Now listen, there's a few tips here. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because, yeah, you know what? When I see a good recipe go down my line, I'm on Facebook and it looks easy because I'm all about easy. I want quick. I don't want tons of calories. Okay, I don't want sugar, although sugar can be substituted. Okay, so I want it quick, easy, and I want to like the ingredients. Because if I like the ingredients, I'm going to like the product. All right, so that's what I look for. And then I say, oh, wow, that looks like a great recipe. Let me try it. This recipe I'm going to show you today, that's how I found it, right on Facebook. And then I saved it. And I said, hey, what am I going to do for a live this week? I want to do a recipe. I went through recipes, and I said, let me try this one out. Now, listen, I actually tried this out last night. All right? And hey, Eileen, nice seeing you. Chuck, nice seeing you. And I'm going to be honest with you. The very first time I made it, okay, I did not measure the cocoa. I did it by a little estimate. All right? So, and I used almond vanilla milk, all right, because it did say that, by the way. It did say that in the recipe. And what happened was I tried it and I almost died because if you put too much cocoa in something, it's really bitter. All right, so the second time I said, well, let me try it again because it's a small batch. It wasn't a big deal. I said, let me try it again, which, by the way, these are all tips for you. Okay, sometimes things aren't going to turn out right the first time. And, give it another shot. And say, all right, this time I'm actually going to measure it. But you know what I did the second time? Nice, thanks for joining, Joe, Christine, nice seeing you guys, Eileen. Hey, lady. So the second time I did it, I said, well, let me modify, because a lot of times I modify my recipes because first I like to have protein in all my stuff, because then I feel like I'm having a complete meal when I have this snack. This protein recipe is more towards a snack. All right, like if you have a chocolate craving, this would be the perfect thing that you'd want to have. But I still like to put protein in all my stuff. So I said, well, I'm going to put protein in. I'm going to make sure that I measure the cocoa out this next time. And let me see, what else could I modify? Well, I didn't have maple syrup, so I put honey in. And this is a common substitute. I didn't have a whole maple syrup, real maple syrup, so I said, you know what? I do have honey, let me put honey in to sweeten it. So remember that, it's a common way to substitute. If you don't have one, use the other, okay? I also put a little stevia in it, didn't ask for stevia. What I'm gonna do when I'm done with this and I show you the finished result is I'm gonna post the one that I initially saw and where I got it from, right in the comments. But right now I'm gonna tell you what I actually ended up doing. All right, so you know what's in this recipe. And then I'll post what I did as well. What makes this recipe so cool is, look, there's only a few ingredients. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ingredients. You literally you're supposed to put it in a mason jar, which I also didn't have a mason jar. So I just put it in a regular bowl. All right, it was actually a bigger bowl. This is all that's left, and I'll show you in a minute and why. That's all that's left. But all right, so we start, so you put everything in the mason jar or your own bowl, and then you mix it up or shake it up if you're using a mason jar. Okay, and then you let it sit in the fridge for 20 minutes. So it has the chia seeds have time to open up. Okay, because they become fuller. And the reason people like chia seeds is because they fill you up. they expand when they get inside you, and then you feel fuller, right? So you don't need as much food. Because ultimately, all these tips for you, remember, all these tips I do for you are ultimately to help you lose weight, right? Because we're all trying to be healthy, we're trying to be fit, we're trying to lose weight, all right? So we don't want things that are super high in calories, because that's gonna like blow our program. Or we want to be able to have dinner because we use all our calories up on our snack. We don't want that. Hi, Harold. Nice seeing you. Thanks for joining. And so listen, this is my dog's barking over here. Shh, Coco. Shh. So listen, this is all I did. I put, instead of using this almond milk, like I did the first time, it came out really watery. I didn't like it. I said, oh, you know what? I do have this cream of coconut, which I know is really thick. See, I wanted my pudding to be thick. I didn't want it to be watery. So I put this in, and I put this whole thing in place of the vanilla milk. So I put the cream of coconut. And the problem, now I will tell you though, this cream of coconut has a lot of calories in it. So you're gonna have to be careful with your serving sizes with this, because it does have some calories. But it tastes incredible. So then I also told you I did not put maple syrup in. I instead put honey in. And I put a little extra honey in. And I put a half a scoop of stevia, which didn't ask for any, but I wanted to put extra in there. I put, of course, chia seeds in. All right, just what they told me to do for chia seeds. Second time around, I made sure to measure out my cocoa. Please, you must hear me on this one. If you don't measure out your cocoa and you just do it by eye, like I did, it's going to turn out very bitter. So make sure you measure it. In fact, I only put like 2 tablespoons instead of 3 in mine, because it was so bitter the first time. And then I put my protein powder in, because I love protein powder in all my treats, all my meals, because I'm getting protein, carbs, and fat. It's a complete meal. Beautiful. All right, now look. So here was the finished product. Want you to see that? Want you to see that? Can you see that? Look at that. Now it does look a little runny. I took it out of the fridge. It was in the fridge all night. And I'm going to tell you what, this is a quarter of a regular what I made. Because, let me tell you why, and this is why I'm also sharing this with you today. I have kids. I got a son and a daughter, right? My son, I made my son try it right after it was ready in the fridge. I'm like, Brent, come on, you got to let me know what you think about this. Because if you like it, I'm going to share it, right? Well, guess what? I let the kid try it, and before I knew it was almost all gone. This was all that was left this morning. And I had to leave him a note, say, listen, kid, I'm coming home today, this afternoon, I'm going to do a live. I need that pudding. This is how good this pudding is. I need that pudding so I could do my live. So don't eat it. And guess what? He also came up with a great idea yesterday. Look at this. He dipped a banana. This is actually a banana. All right, he dipped banana into it. And there was actually 2 pieces of banana. And we put it in the freezer. And he actually came home and ate one of them. All right, so now I only have one left. And I was telling him, like, what happened to the other banana? Oh, I ate the banana before I read your note. I'm like, oh, sure, okay. Well, at least he left me some. So now when I get done with this live, he's probably going to come back out here, because he's doing homework right now. He's going to come back out here, and he's going to finish this up. But this is a great idea for this. If you want to add some, anything. You could cover blackberries in it, any berries, strawberries, banana. We put it in the freezer so it's frozen. It's like a frozen treat with chocolate chia seed pudding on top. There you go, folks. That is your fitness tip of the day. Now listen, if you liked what you saw, Evie, you need to prepare snacks and sell them to your clients. Yes, I mean, I'm going to do an ebook. I'm going to do an ebook on recipes, because you know, Eileen, I used to have a journal, which I gave a lot of fitness tips away, a lot of cooking tips away. When we used to have clients in our studio, I made a journal for our clients. I had many pages of meal plans and cooking tips in there. And so I'm definitely going to, down the road after my weight training ebook, I'm going to do a recipe, eating healthy recipe book. ebook so that you guys can try. Because you know what? If you know me, and a lot of you are getting to know me, I got 6 people watch right now. I am a single mom, okay? I'm running around. I don't ever want to spend time in the kitchen. So I do spend time in the kitchen because I realize for my children to be healthy and for me to be healthy and I have weight problems, someone has to cook. So I like good food, okay? So I want my food to taste great, but I do not want to ever spend hours doing it. All right, ever. And I don't want to do like cleanup either. I'm lazy in the kitchen. So I like my healthy food, but I like it to be quick, easy. I want it to be ingredients that I actually understand, because way back when I first started cooking in my 30s, I would find these recipes and I'm like, there is no way I'm doing that right. I don't even know what half these things are. What these people want me to make what? I don't even know what that ingredient is. So I like to keep it real simple. I like to make it so that anybody can do it, no matter how fast, how busy you are, because we're all busy. We're all busy all the time. So we want to make it as simple as possible. We want to be able to come home and eat something like this that is really sweet, really chocolate, has protein, carbs, and fats in it. Because this is going to appease your sweet tooth. This is in place of a Snickers bar, or in place of all that Easter candy you still got in your house. Get rid of that Easter candy. It's not helping you. Instead, try this chia seed pudding and keep it, this is a quarter of it. It made a big batch. You can keep it in your refrigerator. You can even freeze it if you want. It'll probably come out almost like ice cream. Try it out, let me know. And then that could be a treat for you. And there's calories in there, not a ton, but you want to look at it like 200 to 300 calories for a serving size. So you got to write that down. You got to track that, but enjoy it, because there's nothing in there that's not healthy for you. It's all good stuff. So that's what you're looking for. Great tasting food, great tasting meals or snacks or desserts that are all healthy ingredients. Your body needs the nutrition from these meals and you love them. So you'll be like my son and eat the whole thing up on me. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you got some tips from that about cooking and swapping out. Don't be afraid to try it your way. If you're familiar with swapping out like I did with this almond milk, instead of the almond milk, I used the coconut. Okay, coconut cream. I've used this before, by the way, making my own creamers for coffees. Healthy way to have coffee creamers instead of the store-bought with all the chemicals and all the other things they like to put in there. So I was familiar with that because I have used it before. Don't be afraid to try new things, because it's what life's about. Experience some stuff. Get out there and say, oh, you know what? I don't have any maple syrup. Oh, I can't make the recipe. No, I can still make the recipe. I'll just use honey instead. Okay? Oh, it doesn't have protein in it. Oh, well. We're always going to fit the protein in. All right? So anyway, that is your fitness tip of the day. I hope that you got something from this. If you did, please share, because your friends will too. Like, comment, because the more you like, comment, love, faces, all that stuff, Facebook makes sure more people see it. Thank you very much for joining. I will be back this weekend for your next fitness tip of the day. Thank you.